everyone, and welcome to a new video update for Bitcoin price prediction, and this time based on the indicators which would support our analysis, our Elliott Wave analysis. Now I'm gonna start with the MACD here on the 4-hour chart. I would like to mention that we have here some bearish divergence. Starting from this point here, from the top of our wave 3 and wave 5, which is suggesting somehow, it suggests somehow like a bearish scenario, of course, after finishing this wave 1, right, as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what we already analyzed as Elliott Wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and now we have reached the top of our 5 impulsive waves, and we are looking, of course, for 3 waves towards the downside. And now MACD can support our analysis, as you can see from the top of this volume and the top of that volume here. We can see a clear divergence between both, and that might indicate, of course, a bearish wave towards the downside, of course. And of course, now we have started to see some red volume on the 4-hour charts on the MACD, and plus the trend has already reached, I think, a high. I mean, we can see here some curves, and we can see the cross. It's a bearish cross hold, right, on the MACD, so we might see, of course, some move towards the downside as well. For the RSI, on the RSI, we can see that we don't have the same divergence, right? We cannot see the same divergence. As you can see here, it's not so much. However, we have reached almost the overbought area on the 4-hour chart, right? And we start to see some movement down. But if we go to the 1-hour chart also, we can see here we have reached the overbought area, and we can see the divergence exactly between those two tops here are very clear signal, right? Which gives us, of course, more bearish waves or prices towards the downside. And of course, we are looking at least to reach the oversold area. So I think we might dive down even a little bit deeper. Do not forget also that today we have this news, durable goods orders. So I don't know how much important is it for the US and for Bitcoin, but we can see some movement volatility by now in these minutes while talking. So it might support, of course, as well this scenario. So this is regarding the RSI and the MACD on the 4-hour chart. If we go to the daily chart, we can see here there is still no big indications of bearish, to be honest, on the daily, because of course, if we take this top here and this top there, okay, so we don't see a clear divergence yet. However, if we look on the MACD, let's see, the MACD shows us, yeah, it's also not so big divergence, yeah, between the volumes here and this one, okay. But let's see, if we take the top here, almost the top from this point to that point, okay, we might start seeing. However, look at the volume, right? The amount of the volume anyway is getting less and less, right? It's not getting higher volume than the wave before, so yeah, that might suggest also a little bit lower prices, while we can see clearly that the volume on the daily of the sellers is getting higher here, right? So we might expect maybe at least a volume towards the downside, at least maybe not reaching this volume, but at least somewhere over it. So this is regarding the daily for MACD and RSI. One more thing I would like to show is Bollinger Bands, which is a nice indicator. Bollinger Bands, here we go. Let's just use the simple one. And as you can see on the Bollinger Bands, yeah, we have reached also on the daily the upper side of the bands, right? And okay, that might means that we might face some resistance. It doesn't mean that we go down, maybe only reaching the midline again. I don't know. So because we are seeking for ABC, right? So it might hit this midline, go for AB, and then C towards the downside, and that at that time it might be this lower bands here, and then moving up again for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be perfect, of course, in terms of Elliott Wave analysis. And we can see, of course, on our daily chart here, a potential of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or it could be opening a scenario for a contracting diagonal coming in the next day. So we might see here a wave 4, 5, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, finishing 5 waves, and then looking forward to a ABC. But this scenario is still far now to add to our analysis. It's still far. I mean, we're gonna watch here what's gonna happen, and then we say, okay, this scenario might be open now, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for diagonal. Currently, we are looking for 3 waves towards the downside. So this is regarding Bollinger Bands on the 4-hour. On the 1-hour chart, we can see that the price is squeezing here, right? When the Bollinger Bands start to squeeze like this, that means we are looking for a breakout somewhere, right? Whether to the downside or the upside. And then the Bollinger Bands start to get more wider when we get lower prices or higher prices than this range, right? And basically we are looking to a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially a diagonal towards the downside, finishing this A, B, and a C as we mentioned before. So it's still potential. If it's not finished yet, it could be even like 3, 5 ways towards the upside. However, based on the previous signals got from RSI and MACD, we are looking forward for downside. Now, my indicator, my special indicator that I have also developed by myself, as I told you, and we can show on the 4-hour chart that we still getting a selling pressure over this range, and especially over this candle here. We can see like a lot of pressures coming in, and here we go. We can see it clearly now. How much it can sustain is questionable, of course. We might see maybe later on, after it goes down a little bit, then we might see buyers getting in again. Nobody knows. On the daily chart, we are still bullish. We have a bull signal here on the daily chart starting for the 1. It would be preferably, of course, to get the bearish signal here for a wave 2, but we're gonna see. Maybe we get it soon or later. So that was it for Bitcoin and the indicators analysis. I hope that you like it. If you did, please press the like button. And if you did not subscribe for the channel, please subscribe to support more updating videos. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.